let me go ahead and make this the IP a link. So instead of echoing out just the IP, let's go ahead and make that. Let's see, ahref equals habit. Now we could do the $_server PHP self. You can go ahead, feel free to add that in yourself. But well, seeing as how it is, okay, it is in double quotes. We can go ahead and do that. So ahref equals $server. Let's see. Okay, so now we're getting a little bit deeper in HTML. See how I'm outside of the ahref equals? Instead of going in and doing single quotes like before, I'll just go ahead and concatenate. So dot server, and then PHP self. So just go ahead. We will go ahead and have this page submit to itself. Ahref equals, and then close. So concatenate back in. So ahref equals whatever the current page is, but we need to be able to specify to which page it goes to. No, wait a second. We do need to go to a certain page. We do need to go to. We don't even need to concatenate yet. It needs to go to. Yeah, my bad. We made a new page.
What we're going to do is go to that new page and send it the IP address.
So ahref equals stats score IP dot PHP. Let me think how I want to set this string up real quick. Probably need to go and maybe just make the single quotes, so we can use double quotes inside of the HTML. Now, all right, we're going to be submitting, or we're going to be now. In a sense, not really submitting because it's not a form. It's a link that goes to that stats IP page. But in this case, we need to specify an IP because we need to know who we're going to look at to see what pages they view. So remember, like we did when we were using the get method, do a question mark and then say variable equals something. So let's say IP equals. Now this I do need to break out. So I'll do single quote dot dot open single quote again, and in here $IP. So what this will actually show to the browser is go to that stats IP page, and then question mark IP equals whatever the current IP happens to be. So we'll say, so then it'll actually show the IP, then close the A tag. So that'll set that up as a link. We can go ahead and test it real quick. And let's see, yeah, I have all this. I do have, see, that's what happened. See where it's saying $IP, and I really want to have it show the actual IP. I'm inside of single quotes, so again, I'll have to break out the single quotes, use the dot to concatenate, and then concatenate the end of the string on. Save it, and refresh. So there, we actually have the IPs as links, and if you look real carefully at the bottom of the browser here when I hover over one, you can see that it's referring to that stats IP page, and then giving it IP equals whatever IP I happen to be hovering over. So let's go ahead and write that stats IP page to accept this data. So in this new script, I'm getting ready to establishing a connection to a server, but I also need to know what IP is being sent. So let me go ahead and set that up here. $IP equals, actually let me see, just so it doesn't interfere with the predefined variable, let me do $cur underscore IP equals $underscore get, and then IP, as in, since we're using question mark and then sending an IP equals, so that will be stored in the element named IP, and that will hold that actual IP that we're trying to send over. So now in this through a link, we're sending this script the IP stored in cur IP. So now we can go ahead and run a SQL query. Let me set this up and actually echo what the page is going to be saying. So echo pages viewed by $cur IP. New line. So go ahead and now we can go ahead and run a query. So $, set up the query equals, very much like last time, select star from the tracker table, group by, in this case we want to group by IP because we're sending it an IP.
Do we want to group by an IP, or do we want to just say
where
IP?
Right, yeah, my bad. Getting a little group happy too. Where IP.
Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to use this select and filter out just that one IP. address.
So select star from tracker where IP equals whatever IP we just sent it through that link. So $, and again this has to be $result equals, because we need to gain access to these results that this will return. MySQL query $query $connection. So run the query, and now we need to actually go and loop through all the results that this returned. So we're going to go ahead and start a for statement.
Not to back you up just a little bit, but you might want to add one more thing into your query, and you might want to kind of order by the...
Okay, yeah, put that... Okay, yeah, the use for the date auto. We can go ahead and have it order, like in the guestbook, order by that date auto.
This way we can see when they come in, what page they went to next.
So the first page they hit, then what page after that, and so on. So it'll make sense. It'll be in order. So again, okay, so now we've got the query we need. We've got the results. Now we need to loop through those results. $i equals 0. And keep going as long as $i is less than MySQL. So number of rows of that result, and $i plus plus. Keep incrementing it. Block that in. And now, so some stuff we're going to need is what page they hit. So we'll do $page equals MySQL result. And again, taking that $result, we're going to grab the index, or what row we're going to be looking at is $i